Rhode Island regulators rejected a proposal for an offshore wind farm when they found out that it would cost twice as much as electricity from regular fossil fuel sources. Twice as much. Robert Bryce, a senior fellow at the Manhattan Institute, he's the author of Power Hungry, The Myths of Green Energy and the Real Fuels of the Future. He joins us now. Robert, welcome back to the program.
Hi, thank you. Good morning, Stuart.
Would it be true to say that consumers say no thanks to wind power generated electricity when it costs more than it costs already from existing sources?
Well, I think what we're seeing in the Rhode Island case is really not surprising at all. The hard economics of wind are finally colliding with the hype. And as the regulators in Rhode Island decided, they said, this is far too expensive and it doesn't make any economic sense. And I think that as these kind of situations play out, both with offshore wind and onshore wind, I think this kind of move is going to be more common.
Well, why doesn't it work financially? Why was the cost twice what it would have been from existing energy sources?
Well, the offshore situation, Stuart, is special because everything having to do, it doesn't matter whether you're talking about offshore oil and gas exploration and production or offshore wind or any other kind of offshore activity. When you get boats involved and ropes and all the other things that are involved in offshore, the prices just go up dramatically.
Okay.
But I think it's important to understand, though, that this is not just offshore. Both the International Energy Agency and the U.S. Energy Information Administration have compared onshore wind energy prices with conventional generation and found that onshore wind is significantly more expensive than every other form.
Well, then where are we going here? The president says we've got to get away from fossil fuels, we've got to go towards solar and wind power. You're telling us it's always going to be very, very expensive. I mean, it just doesn't work.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there are two key problems here with the wind energy business. It's incurably intermittent. We can't forecast when the wind is going to blow and when it won't, and it peaks and provides power at the wrong time of day. It peaks at night when most people are sleeping and electricity demand is low. So that means we necessarily have to back it up all the time with conventional forms of generation, which also means, by the way, here's the great irony, higher CO2 emissions.
Okay, I don't know where to leave it with this. I mean,
isn't that cheery, Stuart?
No, it's not that. It's just that we're constantly told by environmentalists that, oh, we've got to go to wind power, got to go to wind power. That's the way of the future. You're telling us it just is not going to work. Certainly not financially. It's very interesting stuff. Robert Bryce, thank you very much.